Hi guys, good morning. Oh, it's a nice fresh day outside. So I have a job to get to this morning, but the first thing I'm going to do before I do that is I'm going to measure these boxes and figure out how many yards of material we're going to need to fill them up. So that's the first thing. And oh, I thought Buffy was on the trail, on the track or something. Hey, what is that? Gotta teach you, gotta learn you good.
Well then, I made $6. This is weird. This is the first time this has ever happened. Went to this appointment this morning. It was made probably about 5 days ago. And I asked the customer how he heard about me. And he says, oh, Mobile Mechanics. And I'm like, huh? And he said, you're with Mobile Mechanics, right? I'm like, no, I'm Pinpoint Automotive. I'm my own business. It's just me, no employees. And he says, what? Then I paid the wrong person? I'm like, huh? And he said, this isn't paid? And I'm like, no, it's not paid. And everything's due after services are rendered. And he's like, oh, man. And I'm like, what? Apparently, I think that he might have called somebody else. And I don't know what happened with it. But he said somebody called him and then emailed him, and he made prepayment over the phone. And I'm like, nope, that wasn't me. I don't do that. So it looks like somebody's running a scam. Now, how they knew the year, make, model, and the appointment, I don't know. It's just weird. That's just really weird. But I told the guy, it's like, yeah, if they called you, the number should be on the caller ID. And he said, yeah, it was out of Auburn. I'm like, yeah, I'm out here in Lakewood. In fact, I called him this morning to let him know that I was here. And so he's got my number. That's just strange. So anyway, on with the day. I did not make the allotted amount that I wanted to or expected to, but I made $6. I got $6. I got $6.
Okay, so I have ordered the dirt, and we're going to have them drop it right out here. I'm going to get a tarp, and I'm going to put it out here so that they can just back up and dump it here. And I don't even need to be here when they do it. So I want to measure it, make sure I get the right size tarp. Cars are going to drive by looking at me all funny, and Buffy is going to be a dog. You're going to be a dog. Oh, good girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing now is the Sounder commuter train, one of the fastest trains in the Pacific Northwest, which is going the slowest I've ever seen a train go before. Maybe he's early. Oh man, I'm early. I can't be too early. Slow it down! So we have, what? We have 2 engines and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars? Wow, they have exterior brakes. Holy cow. I'm going to try and zoom in. I find this very interesting. Those cars have exterior brakes on them. Those are probably not the main brakes. That looks like a regular passenger car rotor and pads. Wow, look at that. Huh. So, Railfan Jason, let me ask you a question. What happens if this one here tries to push as hard as it can this way, and the one at the opposite end tries to push as hard as it can that way? That would be fun to see.
All right, game plan for the night. We are going to play with a Buffy. And I'm going to ask you guys, whoa, hey, come here. Leave it. I'm going to ask you guys, how do I prune my tree? Is it too late? It's getting too tall. I'm not going to be able to put Christmas lights on it this year. So post it down in the comments. Is it too late for me to trim my tree? And how do I shape it? Do I shape it like a big ball? Hey. This is why we can't have ew, gross. This is why we can't have nice things. Game plan. I'm gonna play with Buffy.
gosh, look at the intent. Look at that face. We're gonna go install that electrical, and then I wanna go do COC so I can go to bed early. I know, I always say it, but I really need to do it. Well, when you sit back and think about it, this is really kind of sad that I haven't done this, because the only thing that I need to do to this is trim back the wires, attach it here, attach the ground, push it into the box, and screw it in. That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. And yet it's taken me quite a long time to get to this point. So I'm just going to put the camera down and I'm just going to get this done. Because it has to get done. This is taking way too long. Okay, there we go. Wired up. White to white. Black to black. Hot to hot. Neutral, neutral. And ground. Ground is very important. Ground is ground the earth around, right? So here we go. We're going to take this and we're going to stuff it into the box. Carefully. So now we are going to, with one hand, because I'm holding the camera with the other, so it makes it very difficult to do this. We're going to temporarily attach these to the box, but we're going to keep it loose because we're going to have to take these back out when we drywall. So there and there. So there we go. She's in there, but she's loose. Not going to energize it yet. We are going to energize it to test it, but I'm sure it's just fine. So, okay. It's done! That's all it took. Literally, that took like maybe 8 minutes to go out and get the tools and have a squirrel or two, and it's going to take me longer to strip the wire to get the copper out of it. I kind of lied. The next thing we need to do is go for a walk. Do you want to go for a walk? Huh. No hesitation there. Go for a walk? Yeah? Yeah? Go for a walk? What? What? They're so close. If I had a flashlight, I'd probably be able to see them. That was awesome. Alright guys, so I was editing last night, and I got to thinking about it. Remember back behind us, before the closet doors were done? You were able to see into the closet, and it was a horrible sight. It was just like not aesthetically pleasing to look at as a backdrop. And then I got the closet doors done. Soon after I got the closet doors done, we started doing the kitchen. And now we have all this stuff. Well, we have this. This is aesthetically pleasing to look at. Hi, Buffy. Hi. Look, I'm a Shar-Pei. You took the time to comment. I'm going to take the time to read everybody's comment. I'm going to quickly read over just the short ones, and then the ones that you guys took time on, I will take time on too. So, Mr. Brot, I meant first, Bren, what a bragger. John 911, no Troy, the Russians and Arabs are fighting over oil prices. If it was just one country, Troy, then it would be $1 million a barrel. We get our oil from both countries, just like you remember, Troy, when gas was over $4 a gallon. That was because one country was selling U.S. oil. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know that the oil prices right now are not good. It's not good for American workers. Bren, see, Troy, I told you it's the apocalypse, and now your local Starbucks is closed. I know. Sad Panda. It's closed until Cinco de Mayo. Troy, you're slowly showing your doomer side, dude. Come on, be positive, and just know everything will be okay in time. P.S. How in the Hellmouth do you grow such nice veggies but can't keep your grass alive? Okay, so the grass was dead because of the haunt. When you have a haunt, your grass will not survive. Okay, so that's that. And the backyard is not topsoil. The backyard is pretty much rock. It has never been topsoiled before. So that's why it's so... There's a Buffy hair. That's why it's so hard to... Jeez. Get the Buffy hairs out of here. It's so hard to grow grass back there. And I'm not doomer. It's just I would rather be prepared than not prepared. And logically speaking, look at what's going on. Have matter of forethought. Think about it. Just saying. So, again, I'd rather be prepared than not. And it's not doomer, it's just doing what needs to be done. And you're right, we will be okay. Well, most of us will be okay. I'm going to make sure that we're okay. So that's what I'm doing. Tyler Bocamp, you ask how we're all doing. Well, with me, honestly, I just don't know. I've got so much on my mind, and the ones I thought I could always count on don't want to listen anymore. Well, just remember, this is an old expression from Amway. Some will, some won't, so what? I've applied that so many times to so many people in my life. If people don't want to listen, then don't talk. And also remember that people have more to learn than they have to say. So sometimes, some people just need to listen. I'm not telling you that. I'm saying that if they don't listen, then they miss out on a lot. But if they're not listening, don't waste your time. Because people, if they're not listening, they're not going to listen. And I know that sounds redundant, but it's true. A. Olson, LOL, call Jolson, I dare you. Jolson! I called him. Emerald Gypsy Heart, how are your mom and dad doing? Dad's memory is fading more every day. Instead of going through conversations and having 5 to 15 to 20 minutes that he forgot that he told you something, he is having problems remembering immediately after he tells you something. It's not good. Mom is doing okay. Thank you for your concern. And, you say, why don't you lay a weed barrier down first? You don't need a weed barrier. Grass, if it has dirt on top of it, won't grow if it's about 3 inches. Dandelions are approximately 6 inches to where they won't pop through or anything. Actually, I think that was a different type of grass. But yeah, you don't need a weed barrier because there's so much dirt on top of it. And you also say, I'm so ready for this mess to be over so my friend I haven't seen in 25 plus years can come and potentially stay. Here's something that I'm having a hard time with. I think that I am going to go visit mom and dad. And here's the reason. Because we do not have a cure. A cure will not be available in the next 6 months. A cure may not be available in the next year. Dad's health is failing. I would rather go and see him now than not see him, wish I did, and have him pass away within the next year. That's the cold reality, and that's just how it is. I can be careful. I can protect myself. I can wear a mask and not touch anything and sterilize everything. LJ Mike 1204. Who else played You Spin Me Round while Troy was turning his chair? Joseph Blau. Hello, Hellions. And stay safe. Nicole Flynn. I hope everybody's doing well. I really hope that they're able to find a cure for this COVID-19 soon. I hope that they do. Everybody who has lost a loved one or a friend who is affected by it are in my thoughts and prayers. My husband has been so negative about everything since this thing started. I really wish he would stop. Yeah, there's a difference between being negative about it and being proactive and realizing and coming to grips and terms with what's going on. Something that I passionately believe in is that us as humans, since we have never experienced anything like this before, although we have experienced in our own personal lives and on a grand scale, i.e. 9/11, we have experienced stuff like that, but we've always bounced back. The states have had floods and fires and hurricanes and tornadoes, and we've had, bad things circulate around, but we've never had anything like this, so we can't really hypothesize what's going to happen or what's not going to happen or who's at fault, which really doesn't matter right now, because it's here and whatever, we just all have to deal with it, and we have to move on, and we have to take necessary precautions and necessary actions for the future. It's hard to say don't be negative, but if you can hopefully he can take that energy and channel that negativity into procuring something in the future. I think that's the correct word for that. Take that energy and make it into something positive for the future. By the way, Chicken Coop starts this weekend. Just saying. Flying Dutchwoman, you say you can put the coffee grounds in the garden as well? I just did tonight, as a matter of fact. Ben Massey, the gardens are coming along nicely. Thank you very much. They are coming along so nicely. What did I do with it? Here they are. Look at this. So, Angie has had some time on her hands. This is our garden, and I know the printer ink was kind of all wonky, but this is our garden, and we've got like tomatoes and corn and sunflowers and pumpkins, and she went and she made sure to put everything next to where it benefits other plants, and also insect repellent type stuff and bee attractant stuff. That's the reason for the sunflowers, and also marigolds. And then this right here is a chart of when to plant and when to start and when to harvest, and also where we're getting seeds from, or if we have it. Like this one here, good to repel bugs from plants would be marigolds. And we've got like all of our spices and beets and carrots and celery and corn and cucumber and kale and oregano and parsley and pepper and radish and rosemary, spinach, sunflower, tomato, turnip, zucchini. It's all alphabetized over here. This is amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so excited about it. And then this right here is all squared off into squares because you plant in squares. These are some trellises, not trellises, but cattle things that we're going to put up and over to go this way right here, so we can take beans, and it's going to be so amazing, guys. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, this has gone on for 11 minutes now, so I guess I'm really long-winded. Monica Bredesen, you need to stop spinning, or at least give a heads up so that I don't throw up on my laptop. Please and thank you. Halloween for... What was that? To you too. Oh, man. No, I don't have the virus. I swallowed spit because she made me laugh. Carrie Ann Olsen, you spinning, LOL. My accomplishments for today is working on getting the leaves out of the swimming area of the lake and working on my Mother's Day present. Oh, awesome. And Halloween for I'm doing good. Honestly, right now, I'm just grateful that I still have a job to go to, even though I do have to go in early. I hate morning... You said shoes. I think you meant shifts. But right now, I am okay with it because I still have a job and a paycheck coming in. Yep, very important. Tony Fredrickson, doing okay until you spin. How are you going to fill the garden beds with soil? We got a dump truck with black soil that's ready, available in farm country. That's going to be a hell of a lot of bags from Lowe's. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. So we have soil that's going to be delivered between now and the 5th of May. I have a tarp. They're going to dump it on the tarp in the front driveway. And I got a wheelbarrow, and we're going to wheelbarrow all the dirt into the backyard. And I've estimated with the capacity of the wheelbarrow, the 7 yards of material that we're getting, it's going to take about 54 trips back and forth. But I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to make sure to wear gloves because I have a feeling that I might have some calluses on my hands. Triff27, make sure you do your research before adding stuff to your compost. And I read through. Banana peels, if covered up, will take a long time to break down. The same goes for the large branches. Yeah, that's why you put all of it on the bottom. You put all of it on the bottom, and then eventually it will it'll bring worms and stuff about. And it will compost on the bottom, and it will be just wonderful. A flirtation of microorganisms going crazy. And also, you say, oh, final comment of the night. How am I doing? That's a loaded question, my friend. Suffice to say, I'm tired, frustrated, and angry. More than that would require a 10-page rant. Well, I'm going to give you a heart, because I hope that you are or will eventually be doing well. We love you, Todd. I hope that everything works out, man. So, okay. Whew, I guess that's it. I am out of here. Happy hunt. She's making so much noise. I have to go feed her. All right, guys. Happy hunting. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.